Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fan Then UK. Hope you guys doing well today. Apologies, I'm a little bit late as we did have problems getting this game, but I managed to find it, and we're 20, just coming up to 25 minutes gone, guys. So we'll pick it up from here. My apologies, I couldn't catch it from the kickoff time. Just happens sometimes with these pre-match, these pre-season friendlies. They're an absolute nightmare to get sometimes. They really are. They're not as reliable as normal games, but we do the best we can. So we'll pick it up from here, guys. 25 minutes in, and it's currently Cardiff. Cardiff nil, Berlin one, and now we've already got some handbags going on. Now Cardiff coming forward as they take the shot, but it's intercepted there by Berlin as they just play it back to the goalkeeper. Now it's played out wide on that far side, but the referee stopped the play here for a player down. One of the Berlin players down in the middle of the park. Stevie's with us. Stevie saying hi, Gaz and chat. Thank you, Stevie. Well, pleasure to have you with us. Thank you for making yourself available, mate. So players just getting back to his feet here. Just no need. Players getting that heated with each other in a friendly. So now Berlin playing out from the back as they play the ball out wide on that far side. Now the ball knocked long up the field as Cardiff challenge for it, and it's gone out of play on that far side for a throw into Berlin. Taken quickly, ball back in play. As now Cardiff win it back. Cardiff now trying to work their way down that far side as Berlin tried to challenge for it, but they've won it here, Berlin. Now Berlin coming into the centre of the park as they just cut it back, playing it back to their centre backs. Now switching the play out to this near side as Cardiff shift plays across to press the ball. And Berlin, again, just play it back to their centre backs on the edge of their own box. Now switching the play out to the far side of the field before crossing it right out to this near side, coming into the Cardiff half. Cardiff coming to press the ball, but Berlin managing to keep it. So now they play it back out wide on that far side. Ball played forward as Cardiff again tried to challenge for it, but Berlin just played back to the halfway line. Berlin now with the possession inside the centre circle. Cardiff pressing well from the front, but unable to win it at the moment as now it's played out wide on this near side. Now Berlin coming forward as they work their way up towards the edge of the box. Cardiff shifting plays across to press the ball. Ball crossed in. It's headed up into the air. Cardiff knock it away as the ball pings up the field, and Berlin managed to win it back as they play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now Berlin just knocking it about on the halfway line. Cardiff pressing to win it back as it's now played out wide on that far side. Berlin edging forward here as they chip it down that far side, coming towards the edge of the box. Cardiff trying to challenge to win it back there, but Berlin just play it back up the field. Now a long crossfield ball out to this near side, and there's a coming together there. And the referee's going to stop the play as the ball's gone out of play anyway. Stevie saying, "Is this the Berlin club you like, Gaz?" Yeah, it is. Well, there's two Berlin clubs: Hertha Berlin and Union Berlin. Union Berlin playing lower down the Bundesliga They're not like a top Bundesliga club, but Hertha Berlin. Um, well, I don't know. It's difficult to say actually because Hertha Berlin been underachieving really, and Union Berlin recently had a spell in the Champions League. But they're both similar sized clubs. But yeah, Hertha Berlin are the team that play at the Olympic Stadium where the Euro final was held with Spain and England. And that stadium familiar to you guys from the Euros. Well, Hertha Berlin play at that stadium, Stevie. So, but yeah, they are the team in Germany that I do like. But obviously, uh, Cardiff being a UK club, would always want them to do well first and foremost. But yeah, Berlin are a club I do like in Europe. So we're just waiting for the referee to get us back underway. Jamie's with us. How you doing, Jamie? Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're doing well. Jamie's saying, "All right, guys, how are you and Becky doing, and everyone in the chat?" Yeah, just I'm a little bit late on with this one, mate. I was having technical gremlins trying to get it, but managed to get it in the end. But I'm doing okay, thank you, mate. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well yourself. Hope Megan's doing better, mate. Welcome to the show. Now Berlin chipped the ball forward as it's headed back to the goalkeeper, and that relieves the pressure momentarily for Cardiff, as Cardiff now try to build from the back, playing the ball out wide on that far side. And Dave is with us. How you doing, Dave? Welcome to the show, mate. Dave saying hello, guys, Stevie, and the usual suspects. Hope you're all well. I'm doing good, thank you, Dave. Hope you're doing well yourself, mate. Welcome to the show. Pleasure to have you with us, mate. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. For Berlin, I've knocked the ball out of play on this near side, so that's going to be a throw in to Cardiff. Quickly taken on the halfway line as Cardiff now play it back to the goalkeeper. So, yeah, thank you for that, Jamie, Dave. Good to see you guys. Jamie saying hello, Stevie. How are you doing, pal? Thank you, Jamie. And Jamie saying hello, Dave. How are you doing, pal? Awesome. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, Jamie. Stevie saying hello, Jamie, Dave. Hope you're both having a good day. Thank you, Stevie. And Jamie saying, Stevie, I'm all right. Thanks, pal. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. I hope Megan's doing better, mate. Jamie saying, I'm all right. Thanks, Megan. She getting there, mate. Good to hear. Good to hear. Thank you, mate. Thank you for letting us know. Our best wishes are with her. Good to hear she's on the road to recovery. Now Berlin. Oh, they've lost it here as Cardiff knock it forward, but it's Berlin that just managed to get to it first as they just play it back to the goalkeeper. Now the goalkeeper chips it out wide on that far side. As now Cardiff win it back on the far side of the field. Now playing it into the centre. As Berlin pressed to win it back. The ball knocked out wide on this near side, but Berlin come away with it. As now Berlin trying to play forward, but quickly challenged by Cardiff as the ball goes out of play on this near side for a throw-in. So, yeah, great news that, Jamie. Good to hear, mate. Dave saying, oh, good, thanks, Stevie, mate. How are you? Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Good to hear, mate. And Stevie's saying, good, Jamie. I'm good, thanks. Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. And Dave said, JW, I'm okay, mate. How's you? Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Loving the positive vibes, mate. Thank you. Now, Cardiff with the possession. It's worked out wide on this near side. Berlin come across to press the ball as Cardiff just managing to retain the possession. Under pressure there, fouled. And the referee's going to give the foul as well. So, yeah, thank you, Dave. Stevie's saying, good to hear, Dave. I'm good, thanks. Awesome. Good to hear, Stevie. Jamie's saying, Dave, I'm all right, thanks. Yourself? Awesome. Good to hear, guys. Good to hear you guys doing well. Dave saying, Jamie, I'm getting there slowly, mate. Now, Cardiff play the ball out wide on this near side. Berlin come to press to win it back as Cardiff just play it back in towards the edge of the centre circle. Ball played forward here as Berlin tried to challenge for it. It's knocked out wide on this near side as Cardiff just managed to keep it in play. Now coming towards the edge of the box. Ball chipped in, headed towards goal, and the goalkeeper manages to pluck the ball out the air, and that released the pressure momentarily for Berlin as they quickly get on the attack, racing forward on that far side. Cardiff quickly coming across to press the ball as Berlin eventually play it all the way back to the edge of their own box. And Jamie saying, Dave, good to hear, pal. Absolutely. Thank you, Jamie. Davey's saying 3-1 to Berlin. I think, Gaz, only a friendly. Good to get the practice in. Absolutely, yeah. Well said, Dave. Good shout, mate. It is 1-0 at the moment to Berlin. Cardiff now playing the ball out wide on this near side as now they race towards the edge of the box, coming into the box as they get the shot off, but it's deflected away as the ball rolls out on the far side and goes out for a throw-in. But yeah, well said, Dave. Thank you, mate. So Berlin now with a throw-in on that far side, deep inside their own half as the ball comes back in play. It's challenged by Cardiff and it's gone straight out of play further up the field for another throw-in, this time to Cardiff. Now, Cardiff challenged on that far side. Referee's given a foul. We've got some more afters going on here. Considering these two teams don't know each other, there's a fair bit of handbags been going on in this first half. Now Berlin with the possession is knocked up towards the halfway line, challenged by Cardiff as Cardiff managed to win it back. Now Cardiff coming forward, but quickly challenged by Berlin as Berlin win it back. Now playing it out wide on that far side. Cardiff again challenged for it, but very scrappy here. And Cardiff do come away with it, but the referee's going to pull it back for the foul. Cardiff looking a bit frustrated at the moment. Game has been broken up quite a bit. Now, Berlin with the possession. Just playing it back to their centre backs there. Now, ball played back out wide on that far side. So now it's played back in towards the edge of the Berlin box. Now they switch to play out to this near side. Long ball played forward. As Cardiff have managed to win it back there. No foul given. Oh, the referee's going to stop the play now. Got to let this game flow. This is not helping. The referee keeps stopping the start in the game for every little challenge. Now, Cardiff with the possession on this near side. Under pressure immediately, though. And again, the referee blows for another foul. Cardiff take it quickly. Now playing it back to the goalkeeper. It's now kicked long down the field. Cardiff trying to keep it in play on this near side, but they've come away with it here under pressure, playing it into the box, but it's won back by Berlin. As now Berlin knock it away out to that far side as both sets of players trying to win it on that far side, but it just goes out of play, and that'll be a Cardiff throwing midway inside the Berlin half. Davey saying Millwall have made some nice signings. I can't wait for the new season to start. Sounds good, Dave. Sounds good, mate. Who have you signed in respective positions? I'm not interested in their names. I'm not like that, as you know, Dave. But what positions have you strengthened? Forward players, strikers, midfield players, defenders? And do you feel that they've strengthened in the right places? That's a key thing, isn't it? It's all right signing players, but obviously we watch your team all the time, Dave. So do you feel they're strengthened in the right places? That's the key thing, isn't it, mate? Now the ball out of play again on that far side for another throw-in to Cardiff. Ball back in play. Cardiff charging forward here to get the shot off, but it's deflected behind, and that's going to be a corner to Cardiff. Cardiff now with the corner taken short. 1-2 played there as it's played in towards the edge of the box. Shot comes in, but that's a wild effort as it goes well wide. And that will be a goal kick to Berlin. That's a disappointing effort, really. Could have done better with that. Just snatched at the shot and it went well wide. So Berlin to play out from the back. Cardiff pressing the ball from the front, but Berlin managing to keep it. Now it's played out wide on that far side. Ball played forward. It's Cardiff challenge for it. It's gone out of play on that far side for another throw in, though. So throw-in's gone Berlin's way. Ball now played forward on that far side. Did you hear my question, Dave? Got another throw in on that far side. Cardiff gonna try a long throw here, I think. No, he's actually given it as a free kick. I thought he'd given it as a throw in, so he's give it the foul again. Free kick taken. Ball crossed into the box, and the goalkeeper managed to intercept that comfortably, and that relieves the pressure momentarily for Berlin. Now they play the ball out wide on that far side. Now Berlin working the ball forward up towards the edge of the centre circle. Forced to play it back to the goalkeeper, though, as Cardiff pressing the ball well from the front. Dave saying 2 goalkeepers, 2 defenders, 1 centre forward, and a possible South Korean centre forward coming as well. Awesome. Well, do you feel that's where you needed to strengthen, though? Now, Cardiff losing the ball as Berlin play it out wide on that far side, and they come forward here and get the shot off, but it's a timid effort as the ball just rolls through, and the goalkeeper managed to intercept it comfortably. Now Cardiff quickly play it out wide on that far side. And referee's going to give the foul here for shirt pulling. quite. Very much a training ground stadium. Not even a stadium. This guy's more like a training ground, and quite a lot of fans actually surrounding the pitch. Now Cardiff coming forward again. Berlin pressing the ball there as Cardiff just keep possession, playing it back to their defensive line. Now the ball chipped forward as Berlin win it back. And there goes the half-time whistle. And at half-time, it has finished Cardiff 0, Hertha Berlin 1. Not the best first half, in my opinion, guys, but it is a pre-season friendly. The referee didn't help the first half either. The amount of times he was stopping the game was ridiculous, considering it's a friendly. You'd think he'd let the game flow a bit more, but he was very much whistle happy. The goal coming on 8 minutes from Gekter, the Berlin player. So, as I say, guys, at half time, it is Cardiff City 0, Hertha Berlin 1. So, thank you, Dave. Interesting. Sounds good, mate. Jamie's saying back. Welcome back, Jamie. I thought you'd gone, mate. Pleasure to have you back, mate. So, let's have a look, see if we can get the half-time match stats. I don't know if we're going to get it. No, we can't get it. No stats showing. Sorry, guys. No stats showing. It's the only problem with pre-season friendlies. Hit and miss if you can get the match stats. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. So welcome back, Jamie. Dave is saying yes, definitely, Gaz. As one of our goalkeepers died and one retired, so definitely goalkeepers needed. Centre forwards well needed. As Nesbitt and Bradshaw didn't hardly do anything last season. Right? Yeah. No. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I just obviously when it comes to summer, mate, and it's summer transfers, all clubs, as we know, do business. But for me, I think it's always the most important to have the fans' opinion. To you guys to have, this is where you guys are entitled to have your opinion. Do you think the clubs are strengthening in the right places or not? Because some seasons, as you've just rightly said, this season it looks like Millwall have strengthened in the right places, but I'm sure there's been seasons in the past where you felt that they've strengthened in the wrong places. And I know I've felt like that with Bolton from time to time. So, but yeah, and obviously you guys watch your own team regularly, so you guys know better than me whether whether the transfer business that your club does in the summer is good business or not good business. And obviously, there's two ways to tell that, and one is do they actually target strengthening in the places where you've looked vulnerable or weaker, or where you've looked like you need strengthening, and obviously, so that's one way you can judge it. And then the other way is obviously when it actually comes down to competitive games. Do these players click into the system that your club plays? Do they click into the team? Do they buy into the club's philosophy? That kind of stuff. So, yep, thank you for that, Dave. Dave saying, welcome back, JW. Thank you, Dave. And Jamie saying, Dave Mo. Dave Mo. Okay, I think he's having a bit of a joke there. Although I don't get it. So yeah, sorry guys, no stats to tell you at halftime. Unfortunately, my apologies, but that's just the way it is with pre-season friendlies. I'm just having a quick look if there's anything on here, but this platform's only really good for getting team news. So yeah, interesting to see Berlin are playing with a 4-4-2 formation. Cardiff going with 4-2-3-1 formation. But it has been a scruffy, scrappy half, to be fair, guys. Not a lot of quality. But like I said, I think the referee's been a big hindrance to us seeing any quality, simply because every opportunity he's had, he's blown the whistle to stop for fouls, even for things that weren't even fouls. So, but that's football, as we know, guys. Some of these referees like to get the spotlight themselves, don't they? And I think that's sometimes why they blow the whistle so much. Jamie's saying, "How's everyone's day been?" Yeah, just working, Jamie. Just working, catching up with work. Obviously, as you know, I was off for a week because I was unwell, under the weather, full of a cold, plus my van being MOT'd. So just catching up with work now, mate. The last 2 days, still got more to do. But yeah, other than that, just another day in paradise. Rick is with us. How you doing, Rick? Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure to have you with us, Rick. And Rick is saying, "Evening, everyone. Hope you are all good." I'm doing good, thank you, Rick. Just trying to shift the lingering remnants of this cold or flu or whatever it was that I had last week. That's why I weren't on the channel, for you guys that didn't realise. I came down with a bit of a bad cold last week, so I had to take a few days off to sweat it out because I was not didn't want to be live on the channel while I was feeling like that. You can probably still hear it. It's still all my sinuses, still not cleared. It's driving me crazy. All my sinuses just constantly feeling blocked up. But other than that, I'm doing good, Rick. I'm on the road to recovery, feeling much better than I did a few days ago, and looking forward to getting back into the rhythm of things. Hope you're doing well yourself, Rick. Pleasure, as I say, mate, to have you with us. Hopefully, you've been keeping yourself out of mischief and staying safe and well, mate. Jamie's saying, "Hello, Rick. I'm all right, thanks, buddy. Yourself?" And also, Dave saying, "Hello, Mr. McCheese. How's you, pal? Awesome. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, guys." And Rick saying, "All good here, thanks. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear." Rick saying, "Not too bad, Chinese Dave, mate." You guys continuing the friendly banter from the Euros. Awesome. David saying, "Jamie been in bed 3 weeks now, mate. So today was same as yesterday." Yeah. I know you said you were too well a week or two ago. So hope you feel better soon, mate. Sorry to hear that you're still not feeling at your best, mate. Hopefully you will do sooner rather than later. So keep comments coming, guys. Just going to go and quickly have a quick call of nature break, and I'll be back in a second. Keep your comments coming. I'll read out more of your comments in the chat when I come back. Let me know what your club's been doing. Have you guys been keeping up with your own club? Much business done in the transfer window? Let me know, guys. And if your club has done some business in the transfer window, let me know if you think it's good business and if your club has strengthened in the right places. And yeah, I want to hear from you as well, Rick. Let me know. As I know Reading, I know you told me Reading under a transfer embargo at the moment. So hopefully you guys have been able to do want a little bit of business, at least bring in one or two free transfers, possible loan deals. Rick saying, how's Bolton getting on pre-season, guys? They've been winning one or two and losing one or two. I've not watched every game. I've watched two up to now. I've managed to catch. I didn't manage to catch the West Brom game because that was behind closed doors, but I did manage to catch some of the Charlie game. But they play Charlie every season. It's never really an entertaining game. So yeah, and there was another game, but I've forgotten who it was. I can't remember now. But yeah, Bolton just same pre-season, really, mate. Up and down results, nothing, no rhythm going yet. But hopefully they do soon, mate. Hopefully they do soon. Thank you for asking, Rick. As I say, let me know how Reading are getting on. Hopefully you guys have managed to get some players in. Thank you, Rick. Right, guys, I'll be back in a sec. As I say, keep your comments coming. go. Sorry about that, guys. Just needed to clear my sinuses. The bloody sinuses feel so bunged up, it's driving me crazy. But it will shift sooner rather than later. Just the lingering of the remnants of the cold, unfortunately. But he who dares wins, and hopefully I'll be fighting fit in another couple of days and be back at full strength, so to speak. Thank you, Rick. Oh, that's suddenly gone really loud. David saying, Gaz, mate, to be honest, I'll never be back to normal, I'm afraid to say, but head still works. Well, obviously, my best wishes are with you, Dave. Obviously, I don't know what's gone on. I don't know what exactly you've been ill with. So I don't know the details. So I'm my job is to come on here, mate, and try and be positive. We're trying to build a positive channel and a positive fan community. So obviously, I make the effort to be positive with you guys in as many ways as possible. So obviously, I'm always going to send you guys my best wishes when you tell me that you're under the weather, or you've got health problems, or family relatives have got health problems. I'm always going to try and put a positive spin on it. Nobody wants to come on the channel and hear doom and gloom, do they? Let's be honest, mate. So obviously it's my job to try and put a positive spin on the negatives that you guys come and tell me about. So and like I say, mate, I don't know the details of what your health issues have been. So I without knowing the details, I can't really comment, can I? Other than trying to be putting a positive spin on it. So um, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that the way you've just put it, mate. But as I say, really hope that you do get back to somewhere near your best, at least, mate, sooner rather than later. And like I said, best thing if you've got to rest up, that's the best thing, mate. Hopefully, the rest and recuperation will have you somewhere near back where you used to be. As I say, without knowing the details of why you've been ill, I can't really comment any further, mate. So all I can do is send my best wishes to you. Thank you, Dave. And sorry to hear it's not good for you at the moment. Rick is saying Reading are on the verge of a new owner. He used to own Wickham Wanderers, so things look brighter for us so far. Awesome. Yeah, that's good news, Rick. Sorry, I haven't heard much about it, to be fair, mate, because like I said, I've been a bit under the weather myself the last week, just with nothing serious, just a bit of a bad cold. But obviously, I just needed to have a little bit of recovery time to get over it. But yeah, that's great news, Rick. I'll look into it when I get a chance. Certainly fantastic if Reading have got new owners, mate. That's fantastic news. Reading is too good of a club to go bankrupt. Uh, Fantastic fan base. Obviously, a great club with great history in respect to being part of the football league, and rightly so that somebody should come in and buy the club, mate. Rightly so. We've got a lot of fireworks going off here behind the goal as we've just kicked off and pretty much a minute after kicking off, the referees had to stop the game because the amount of smoke that's coming on the pitch. So I don't know why they waited till the kick-off for the second half to do that. They could have done it in the half-time break. But yeah, that's great news, Rick. Really good news, mate. Thank you for sharing that with us. Let's hope the new owners do buy the club and take over and do good things and have the ambition to do good things for Reading and the Reading fan community. Great news, mate. Rick saying we haven't signed anyone yet, but hopefully the ban can be lifted when the new owner comes in. Yeah, well, that would be awesome, Rick. Unfortunately, I don't think the football authorities will be lifting it straight away. It didn't happen with Bolton when Bolton obviously went into administration. The new owners come in, and we were still stuck with a transfer embargo for 12 months after it, mate. So fingers crossed, the new owners come in and manage to work some magic. But I think it will be just. I think it will be a case of just. Right, there we go. So the fireworks have gone off because it's Berlin's 132nd birthday. So that's why the fireworks have gone off. So it's the club's birthday today for Hertha Berlin. So yeah, that's we're still waiting for the game to get back underway here with the smoke covering the pitch at the moment. But yeah, that's really good news, Rick. I really hope that happens, mate. Hope that gets done, and let's hope the new owners turn out to be good people that care about the club and have the ambition and desire to push the club forward in the coming months and years ahead. Thank you, Rick. Rick saying, hopefully, no silly signings now, like Andy Carroll was. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Fingers crossed, Rick. Fingers crossed, mate. Dave is saying, "I'm happy we strengthened our squad. The new additions to the ones we retained from last season. The board have done some good business. 5 players, 2.5 million. Ah, right, awesome. Yeah, that sounds like some sensible business, Dave. Like you said, you needed goalkeepers, didn't you, mate? And you needed to obviously strengthen up front as well with the fact that, like you said, your forward players didn't really do an awful lot last season. So fingers crossed the new signings settle in quickly, mate, and become great additions to the club. Thank you for that, Dave. Really sounds a positive for Millwall going into the new season, mate. Berlin now kicking the ball long up the field as we're back underway. Berlin working it down that far side as they come towards the edge of the box. Ball played in, but it's won back by Cardiff. Now Cardiff trying to get on the attack as they play the ball forward on that far side, but they're brought down and the referee's blown for the foul. So free kick to Cardiff on that far side of the field, midway inside their own half. But yeah, that's great news, Dave. Fingers crossed it turns out to be that the players settle in well and become great assets for the club. Rick saying Millwall have a decent side. I think I always look how Jake Cooper is getting on. Brilliant defender, in my opinion. Awesome. Thank you for that, Rick. Yeah, no, you're right, mate. You're absolutely right, mate. Fingers crossed Millwall have a good season this season because they pushed to try and get promotion on a number of occasions over the last few seasons. Obviously, last season was a little bit disappointing, but the season before that they came close, I think, if I remember rightly. And there's been a couple of seasons before that where they were pushing for promotion. So let's hope Millwall this season could put a stronger performance in to push for that promotion spot. And to be quite honest, I'm sure I've said it before, it would be awesome to see Millwall get into the Premier League. Dave saying, yeah, Rick, I love Cooper. Has an amazing defender. He's an amazing defender. Thank you, Dave. I can't say I know a lot about him, to be fair, mate. I can't say the name does ring a bell. I am vaguely familiar with him. But yeah, I can't. Like I say, I'm not as knowledgeable about him as you guys. But yeah, like I say, I would love to see Millwall get promoted. Let's hope this season they can put up a real fight and go for it. Thank you, Dave. So we've got a stoppage here again for a substitution, and Cardiff making a substitution. No names on the backs of the shirts of the players for this game, though, guys. So might not be able to keep you guys very well informed about the changes. So Berlin with the throw-in on that far side. Ball played into the middle. Now Berlin racing forward down the middle. Cardiff managed to intercept it there as they try to knock it away, but it's won back by Berlin. And now Berlin forced to play it back towards the edge of their own box. As Cardiff pressing really well there. Now the ball played back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper chips it out wide on that far side. It's now Berlin lose the possession. Cardiff now just play it back to their centre backs just inside their own half. So it's Cian Ashford who's come on for Cardiff. Now Cardiff with the possession on that far side. Ball played long down that far side of the field as Berlin just knock it back in the direction it came from. And eventually it's headed out of play on that far side for a throw-in. Now the ball back in play as it's played straight back to the goalkeeper there. Oh, Cardiff have won it here as it's played out from the back. Cardiff now on the edge of the box as they get the shot off. And the goalkeeper manages to make the save at the near post. Not a bad effort. Got it on target. Just couldn't squeeze it past the goalkeeper though. And now Berlin tried to play out from the back again here. Ball played out wide on this near side. Berlin now with a long crossfield ball out to the opposite side of the field. Now Berlin racing forward towards the edge of the box. Cardiff make the challenge. They managed to win it back here just on the edge of the box. Now they play the ball forward on that far side. Played back into the middle. Now worked out wide on this near side as Berlin trying to win it back there, but Cardiff managing to keep the possession. So Clan Ashford coming on, and it's Jamie, somebody, I missed that. Didn't give you long enough to read it. Now Cardiff with the possession on the edge of the centre circle. They play it out wide on that far side. Ball just played back towards the edge of the box there. As Cardiff now knock it forward. Berlin trying to challenge. Cardiff working through the press as they challenged on that far side. Berlin winning it back. Now Berlin playing it into the centre circle as it's crossed out wide to this near side. Ball played forward there, but they just got caught offside. Flag's gone up. And that'll be a free kick to Cardiff. Now Cardiff quickly coming forward as they race up to the halfway line. Now playing the ball forward in the Berlin half, but the referee's going to pull it back for the foul there. Rick saying, when I say get new players, I mean free, Gaz, as at the moment we ain't allowed to even do that. Yeah, no, I got that, Rick. Yeah, I got that, mate. I know you guys under a transfer embargo, mate. My club, as you know, was in the same position a few years back. So I know exactly how it works. But hopefully you guys managed to do some business. Bolton managed to rescue the situation and bring in some free players. And I think you're still allowed to do loan deals as well under a transfer embargo, Rick. So obviously it'll be a bit patching up the team to start with, but hopefully you guys will be able to do some business properly next year. I think this year is just going to be about the club recovering from the difficulties of the previous owner, and obviously also letting the new owners settle in if they get the business done and get the club bought, so that Reading can move forward and move on from the bad chapter that you guys have had. But thank you for that, Rick. Davy's saying we signed Langstaff from Notts County, a very good centre forward. Yeah, I think I've seen him play. Yeah, he looks like a talented player. I'm trying to picture him. Watch that many games, so I'm trying to picture what he looks like. But the name does ring a bell. I am familiar with him. I just, like I said, just watch that many players, so sometimes it gets a bit muddled up in my head. But yeah, hopefully he does well for you guys, Dave, and you deserve it as well. Because as I say, Millwall been pushing for promotion for a few years now and just not quite able to get it over the line. So hopefully this season is your year. Rick saying Bolton have a ex-Reading goalkeeper, Luke Southwell. Wold, he's decent, but prone to the odd error, but he's still young. All right, okay. Thank you for the info, Rick. Thank you, mate. Callum Robinson coming on here as Isaac Davis coming off for Cardiff. Now Cardiff to play out from the back. I say edge the way forward here, playing the ball down the middle. Berlin pressing to win it back as Cardiff knock it out wide on that far side. Now the ball played forward again as Berlin challenged for it, but Cardiff managing to retain it as they play it back to their defensive line. Now ball played forward down the middle as Cardiff now work their way into the Hertha Berlin half. Ball played out wide on this near side as they edge away forward up towards the edge of the box. Ball played in as Hertha Berlin challenged for it, but Cardiff managing to win it back as they chip it forward there, but it's headed away out to that far side. Now Berlin winning back the possession as Berlin play it forward there, but it's won back by Cardiff, but they're unable to keep hold of the ball as Berlin knock it away. Now Berlin play it out wide on this near side as Berlin coming forward, racing up towards the edge of the box. Attempted cross, but it's knocked away by Cardiff, and the ball goes out of play on this near side for a throw into Berlin, deep inside the Cardiff half. But yeah, thank you for that, Rick. Sounds good, mate. Southwood. Okay, thank you, mate. I'll certainly, as I say, I've not had a chance to keep up with what all the Bolton stuff. I've seen some of the transfers that they've done, but I've not been able to keep deeply engaged with it. Obviously, we're doing the Euros and then trying to catch up with some personal stuff and what have you, without boring you with the details. Now, Berlin with the throw-in on this near side. Wish my sinuses would bugger off. They're driving me crazy. Can't stop my ears popping. Now Berlin playing the ball into the centre of the field. Worked out wide on that far side as the ball played forward. It's won back by Cardiff just on the edge of the box as they play it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks it long up towards the halfway line. Ball sets the players trying to win it here, but it's Cardiff that come away with it before eventually being fouled. And the referee blows for the foul. Dave saying Southwood will just get better in time at Bolton. He's a decent young keeper. Yeah, well, thank you for that, Dave. Yeah, well, I've got to be. Obviously, I don't want to blow my own club's trumpet, so to speak, but Bolton do seem to have a bit of a talent for developing younger players. So not every young player coming in is a success, but they do seem to find ways to get the best out of some youngsters that come in, and hopefully that proves to be the same case with Southwood. So thank you, Dave. Top man. Now, Cardiff with the possession. It's played out wide on this near side, knocked forward up towards the halfway line as Berlin tried to challenge, but Cardiff managed to keep it as they play it long down this near side, but the ball just gets away from them there as it goes out of play for a throw into Berlin, deep inside the Berlin half. Now Berlin take it quickly as Cardiff press the ball well on this near side. It's knocked away up the field. Ball sets plays trying to win it here, but it's Berlin that managed to retain the possession as they play it back to their own goalkeeper. Now the ball played out wide on that far side. It's knocked forward up the field, headed on as Berlin managed to retain the possession. Now coming forward down the middle as they now play it out wide to this near side. Challenged by Cardiff. Cardiff managed to win it back before eventually it's gone out of play. And that'll be a Cardiff throwing on this near side, just inside their own half of the field. Rick is saying we can't even do loans at the moment. The EFL won't let us until club is sold, as our chairman is always late paying the players. So the EFL are just looking after the players' interest, really. Well, yeah, no, the same thing happened to Bolton, mate. The same thing happened to Bolton. They couldn't do any business until the new owners come in. So the sooner Reading get the new owners in across the line, the better, mate. Thank you, Rick. Keep the faith, mate. Keep the faith. Hopefully, it will all work out well in the next few weeks with the new owners. Let's hope they get that done and dusted so the club can start to move forward again. Pitchside is with us. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Pitchside saying, Gaz, just out for a meal with the family on the way home. Well, thank you for dropping in, Pitchside. Hope you've had a good day, mate. Thank you for dropping in. Always a pleasure to see you, mate. Pitchside also said, if the stream is still on in an hour, I will join in as I'm currently in the Republic of Ireland. Okay, thank you, Pitchside. No worries, mate. Hopefully, maybe see you later. But if not, hope you have a good day, mate. Best wishes, as always, to you and your family. Thank you, mate. Rick saying, evening, Pitchside. Hope you're good, bud. And Dave also saying, hello, Pitchside, bro. Hope you are all enjoying your holiday. Thank you, Rick and Dave. Thank you, Rick and Dave. Thank you, guys. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you. You guys are class. Thank you, Rick, Dave. Pitchside saying, I'm good, Rick. Just waiting for my meal, mate. Right, it's still out then. Okay. Well, have a good time, mate. Now, the ball with Berlin on this near side as they knock it forward. It's challenged by Cardiff. Cardiff just managed to win it back there as they play it back to the goalkeeper. If you are just joining us, guys, we are currently on 65 and a half minutes gone, and it is currently Cardiff 0, Berlin 1. Now, Cardiff with the possession on this near side. Ball played forward. So they work their way up towards the box here, but just cutting it back there under pressure from Berlin as Cardiff now play it back into the centre circle. Now switching the play out to that far side as they now start to come forward, working the ball towards the byline. Ball crossed in as it's headed away, and the ball goes behind, and that will be a corner on the far side for Cardiff. So, yeah, thank you, Pitchside. Enjoy your meal, mate. Stupid computer, come on. Corner comes in. It's headed away out to that far side as Cardiff just managed to keep it in play. Another attempted cross there, but it's blocked off as the ball bounces back out for another throw-in. Now Cardiff with the throw-in taken quickly, immediately under pressure by Berlin, who managed to win it back here, Berlin. Now Berlin charging forward on that far side. As Cardiff make the challenge, the referee's blown the whistle here. Has he blown it for the foul or for the throw-in? I think he's giving it for the throw-in. Ball back in play as Berlin now play it back to their centre-backs. Pitchside saying, hello, Dave. Mate, I certainly am. Hope you are also. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Pitchside saying, I noticed that Birmingham City are also played here at this ground in Austria, I believe a week ago. Can't remember who against, though. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I can't remember the game exactly, but yeah, that was when I wasn't at my best, so I did want to do that game. I do know which game you're talking about, but as I say, I wasn't at my best last week under the weather. So but yeah, you're right, mate. Dave saying, no Pitchside, bro. I'm not on holiday, but yeah, I'm okay. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Good to hear, mate. And pitch side saying good to hear. Absolutely well said, pitch side. Now the ball played out wide on this near side. It just gets away from Cardiff as it goes out for a throw in. Cardiff now with this throw in on this near side. Ball back in play. Berlin challenge for it. Cardiff managed to retain it. Now they play it into the centre circle. Ball worked out wide on that far side. Berlin again challenged for it, but Cardiff managing to keep the possession, just cutting it back there. As now they try to work the ball forward on that far side, but struggling to work through the press from Berlin. As now they play it back into the centre circle. Now playing the ball forward down the middle. Berlin challenged for it. They managed to win it back here, Berlin. And pitch side saying, Gaz, I don't know if you're doing it, mate, but if you're doing the later friendly game, Benfica v Brentford, I will be home by then and join. Okay, mate, no worries. Yeah, I know about that game. I haven't decided yet. Now, Cardiff with the possession. It's worked out wide on that far side. So hard to do this commentary with his sinuses all bunged up. It's driving me crazy. I can't wait to feel 100% again. I'm feeling much better, guys. Don't get me wrong, feeling loads better. But just it's hard to breathe when my bloody sinuses all congested. So sooner they clear, sooner my bloody just feels like I've got left with a bit of a head cold. But not to worry. I'll be back feeling 100% soon enough, hopefully. But yeah, just be nice to breathe normally. Now, Cardiff just keeping the possession inside their own half. They play it forward here. It's knocked out wide to this near side. Berlin trying to challenge for it. They've won it back here, Berlin. Now Berlin racing into the middle. As they play the ball long now, trying to get in behind the Cardiff defence, racing into the box. As Cardiff scrambling to get bodies back behind the ball here. Shot comes in. Goalkeeper makes a save. And the ball deflects away. Berlin regain the possession outside the box. Now Berlin play it back to the halfway line. Cardiff pressing from the front as Berlin just pushed back into their own half. Now Berlin knocking it out wide on that far side. As now Berlin racing towards the edge of the box. Ball crossed in, but it's blocked off there by Cardiff. Has managed to win it back. Now Cardiff play it back out wide on that far side, immediately under pressure, but they managed to knock it forward. Unable to keep the ball under control as Berlin win it back. Now Berlin racing towards the edge of the box. They brought down there, and there's some clumsy challenges going in there. Now Cardiff working the ball down that far side as Berlin challenge. Win it back here. And they've ended up knocking the ball out of play on that far side. And don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. And thank you very much if you have already. I appreciate the support, guys, if you already have. Got a stoppage at the moment for one of the Berlin players down. Yeah, it was just a clumsy challenge, that. So we're going to be getting back underway in a moment with a throw-in. So Cardiff City about to make a triple substitution here, I think. We are currently on 74 and a half minutes gone, guys. Cardiff 0, Berlin 1. Dave's saying, I never heard of Union Berlin before 2 years ago when we signed one of their players. All right, fair enough. Well, it's actually not Union Berlin that Cardiff are playing. It's Hertha Berlin that Cardiff are playing. But yeah, I'd heard of Union Berlin quite a few years back, but I think they've become a little bit more well known because was it last season or the season before? Can't remember if it was last season or the season before. They had a brief spell in the Champions League, didn't they? So obviously that probably made them a little bit more familiar to people that didn't know about the club. But yeah, I think Hertha Berlin and Union Berlin are similarly matched. I think Hertha Berlin are the slightly bigger of the two clubs. But as I say, uh, I think they're similar sized clubs. But I'm no German football expert, so don't take my word for it. Now the ball back in play as Cardiff knock it forward. It's won back by Berlin here. As now Berlin trying to work it down this near side. Cardiff challenge for it. It's gone out of play for a throw in on this near side. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button. I've not mentioned it really in today's stream. So if you could, guys, thank you if you already have. Now, Cardiff just playing the ball back to the goalkeeper. As now it's worked out wide on that far side. Now, Cardiff knocking it forward up towards the halfway line. It's challenged by Berlin. As Cardiff have won a free kick on that far side. Trying to take it quickly there, but well, referee's going to make him retake it as Berlin being difficult there, and he's going to get a yellow card for that. The Berlin player trying to hold up the play. Now the ball played forward for Cardiff. Just a silly thing to do that from the Berlin player, Diego Demi. Cardiff now with the free kick on that far side. Dave saying, I think it was the season before, Gaz. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, I think it was, mate. Yeah, I think you're right. One, yeah, but yeah, just pointing out that I think I think a lot of people didn't know about that club until they played that season in the Champions League. But yeah, I think you're right, Dave. Thank you, mate. Now Cardiff coming forward down the middle. Ball worked up towards the edge of the box here as Cardiff trying to get the shot off, but Berlin block it off as Cardiff managed to retain the possession, just playing the ball further up the field. Now it's worked out wide on that far side before they cut it back into the middle. Now switching the play out to this near side, but the referee's going to stop the play here for some reason. I'm going to another Berlin player down. Fall Followdeath. Followdeath. I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly. How you doing, mate? Welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Followdeath. Pleasure to have you with us, mate. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Fanden and the Fanden community. Great to have you with us, mate. Welcome to the show. Followed saying, are Cardiff interested in Danny Ward from Leicester? I have heard a little rumour about that, but I've not read up on it, mate. So I'm not 100% sure if that's just transfer speculation or what. But obviously, I've been doing the Euros through the summer, so I've not been able to keep up with all the transfer news. But I think I've seen that on social media that mentioned. But like I say, you never know when it's flying about on social media if it's just speculation or it's actually genuine. So I'm sure time will tell, mate. I'm sure time will tell. I'm sure we'll find out in the next couple of weeks if that's serious interest coming from Cardiff. But like I say, it could be just transfer rumours, couldn't it, as well, mate? So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I couldn't tell you 100%, mate. I couldn't tell you 100%. But as I say, I'm sure we'll find out in the next couple of weeks if that's genuine or not. Berlin about to make a substitution here. And it's Mamuza Loom coming on and Diego Demi coming off. Yeah, he just got booked a minute ago with a yellow card. So thank you for that, Followed. Apologies if I'm not reading your account name correctly. I'm not sure exactly how that's pronounced. But as I say, welcome to Fandom, mate. Thank you for that. Dave is saying, followed it. I wouldn't have a clue, to be honest. Sorry. Thank you, Dave. Well, at least you're honest, mate. I respect you for that, Dave. Massive respect for the honesty, mate. Well, we're back underway. Cardiff playing the ball back into their own half. Now they work it out wide on that far side. Berlin pressing to win it back as it's Cardiff just playing it back to their centre backs, but almost getting themselves in trouble there as the Berlin forward tries to challenge to win it back, and the referee's giving them the foul here. If you are just joining us, guys, we're on 81 minutes gone. Currently Cardiff 0, Hertha Berlin 1. It's not been the most. It's not been the highest quality game so far, guys. But obviously, it is pre-season, so we have to forget. We have to give the players a chance to get their fitness back. That's what pre-season is about. So that you don't always see the smartest, sharpest football in pre-season. Thank you, Dave. Dave saying Euros through the summer. What summer? Yeah. No, you're right, mate. You're absolutely right. I just have to make that point, though, sometimes, because obviously people think because they're a YouTube creator, they think I can study every transfer that goes through, mate. And unfortunately, as you know, that's quite difficult, even without the Euros. So yeah, but the Euros certainly make it harder to keep up with the transfer business. But you're right, it's it's been a bit of a up and down summer, hasn't it, with the weather. Now Cardiff working the ball down that far side. It's deflected out for a throw in. Cardiff take the throw in quickly. Now ball played back into the middle. It's won back by Berlin, who knock it away. But Cardiff have won it back here on the edge of the centre circle. Now Cardiff coming forward, playing the ball out wide to this near side. Just cutting it back there. Jamie, are you still with us, mate? You've gone quiet. You might have gone off again, I think. Presumably Rick. Rick, are you still with us, mate? Or have you gone? You might have gone, I think. Now, Cardiff with the ball played back out wide on that far side, coming towards the edge of the box. Ball crossed in, but it's deflected behind, and that will be a corner on the far side for Cardiff. Corner taken short. Just knocked up the field as Berlin pressing well to win it back here, but Cardiff managed to retain the possession as they play it back to the halfway line. But Berlin pressing with real desire as Cardiff forced to play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now Cardiff with the possession played out wide on that far side. Berlin tried to challenge for it. Now Cardiff play the ball back into the centre of the park, working it out wide to this near side. Berlin again come to press the ball. Cardiff just managed to retain it as they play it back to their centre backs on the edge of the centre circle. Now coming forward again, but this time on the far side of the field as they work the ball forward under pressure. Still racing forward here as they come towards the edge of the box. It's knocked away by Berlin as Cardiff win it back on that far side. Now Cardiff trying to work through the press, but Berlin nipping at their heels at every opportunity. Cardiff now coming forward, coming towards the edge of the box, looking to get some space here for a cross, but it's deflected behind, and that's going to be another corner to Cardiff on the far side. Dave saying Birmingham beat Rangers, Celtic beat Man City. I love friendlies. Yeah, you're right, Dave. Yeah, I did the Celtic game the other night. We did that one against Manchester City. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do the Rangers Birmingham game though. I was busy working. But I did stay up late the other night to do the Man City Celtic game. Now, Cardiff with the ball crossed into the box. It's headed away as it bounces out on this near side for a throw in. But yeah, it does chuck up some interesting fixtures, done it pre-season, Dave. You're right, mate. Dave saying Rick probably fell asleep dreaming of cheese and Jamie's out in the field. Now, Cardiff play it out wide on that far side. Ball played forward here. And there's another coming together. Referee blows for another foul on the far side. Stevie's put a laugh out loud. Dave, thank you, Stevie. So we're into the last 3.5 minutes here, plus whatever added time might be added on. Might be a couple of minutes because there was a wee bit of a stoppage for all the fireworks. Now Berlin on this near side, trying to come forward, challenged. But Cardiff managed to win it back here. Now Cardiff playing it back up towards the halfway line. Now Cardiff working it forward on this near side. Challenged by Berlin, but Cardiff managing to retain it as they play it towards the byline, trying to get the cross in, but again, it's deflected behind, and that's going to be another corner, this time on this near side for Cardiff. Ball crossed in, it's headed towards goal, but it's deflected wide. That's a decent effort, right towards the back post. Goalkeeper forced to knock it away. And that will be another corner on the opposite side of the field for Cardiff. Cardiff take this one short. Ball played into the box. It's knocked up into the air, not cleared. As Cardiff trying to get the shot off, and it's deflected wide. Oh, it's into the back of the net. Cardiff have equalised. 88 minutes gone. Cardiff City 1. Hertha Berlin 1. Well, it's been coming. They've been knocking on the door more and more in this second half, and they get their rewards for keeping consistent and keeping the pressure on and keep trying to turn the screw. And finally, Cardiff have found a breakthrough. Dave saying late equaliser for Cardiff, maybe. Yep, absolutely, mate. Yep, they got the late equaliser. Now the ball played out wide on that far side. It's knocked forward as it comes towards the edge of the box. Cardiff managed to pick it up. Now coming forward again. Dave saying, as soon as I wrote that, yeah, I noticed. Yeah. Maybe Cardiff feeling your positive vibes, Dave. Maybe that's what it is, mate. Cardiff feeling your positive vibes. Now Cardiff with the possession on that far side. Ball played back to the edge of their own box. Now working the ball back out wide on that far side as Cardiff play it forward, but just gone out of play that, and that'll be a throw in on the far side of the field. Berlin with the throw in. Ball back in play. It's played back to the goalkeeper. I believe we're going to have 3 minutes added on. Berlin now just on the edge of their own box. Dave is saying, my prediction, Dave, is on fire. My prediction's terrified. Yeah. Well, you did have a good spell in the predictions league, mate. You did do well with that. Managed to stay in the top of the table pretty much all the way through the Euros, didn't you, really? So you did well with that, keeping in the top. Well, there's a free kick given here. Now, Cardiff with the possession on that far side. It's played forward. Berlin trying to challenge for it. Cardiff just play it back into the middle. Knocked up towards the halfway line. Now, ball played out wide on this near side. Cardiff just cut it back. Played it in towards the edge of the centre circle. Now, ball worked out wide on that far side as Berlin raced to press the ball, but Cardiff just managing to keep it. Still trying to come forward on that far side. Berlin make the challenge, but the referee's given the foul, and that's going to be a free kick to Cardiff on that far side, deep inside the Berlin half. Now, ball played into the box, but it's intercepted comfortably there by the goalkeeper. If you are just joining us, guys, we're into added on time, the last minute of added on time. It's 92 minutes gone, and it's currently Cardiff 1, Hertha Berlin 1. Now, Berlin play the ball out wide on this near side as they knock it up towards the halfway line. It's won back by Cardiff. Cardiff now playing it into the centre circle. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button if you could, if you like us covering your club, your team. The best way to let us know that is hitting that like button. Now the ball crossed into the box. It's knocked away by Berlin. Cardiff regain the possession further up the field as they come again here on that far side. Trying to work through the press, racing towards the byline, trying to get the crossing, but again, it's deflected behind, and that's going to be another corner to Cardiff on the far side. Dave saying second was good for me. Or third, I can't remember. No worries, mate. Cardiff now with the corner. It's crossed into the box. Oh, and it's just headed wide. I think that took a deflection. Is that going to be another corner? I think it's going to be another corner to Cardiff on this near side this time. Corner comes in towards the near post. It's knocked away. And there goes the final whistle. and it's finished Cardiff 1, Hertha Berlin 1. Well, good warm-up game for preparation for the season ahead. A lot of changes being made throughout the game. Obviously, managers wanting to get players match fit, ready for the start of the new season. But we had some goal malfunction as well. And I'm sure the coaches identified quite a few things to work on in the future upcoming friendlies before the new season starts. So, yeah, not a bad game, guys, but it has finished Cardiff City 1, Hertha Berlin 1. So thank you for you guys being with us. Really appreciate it. Apologies. It wasn't. It was hard to get on earlier for the kickoff. We had some technical gremlins, but that does happen in pre-season because these friendly games can be a lot more difficult to get hold of sometimes. But we do our best. We try and cover as many as possible, so that try and keep you guys informed about UK clubs preparing for the new season ahead. So, yeah, drop your final comments in, guys. So I'm going to wrap up the show. What time we on? Almost 7 o'clock. So, yeah, please do it. That like button, right, guys. Drop your final comments in. I'm going to wrap up the show before might be back on shortly for Brentford v Benfica. I can't promise. All depends whether we can get the game as well. That's a big if, because these pre-season friendlies are not always easy to get, as I say. But we will hopefully catch some more of them over the next few days, one way or the other. So, yeah. Dave is saying, thanks, Gaz. Great stream, mate. Fan Denners, it's been good chat. Thanks one and all. Catch up on the next one. Stay safe. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, sorry the chat was a bit quiet today, mate. But thank you, as always. Really appreciate your conversation and company, mate. And it's always a pleasure having you involved, Dave. Hope you feel better soon, mate. Obviously, as I said to you earlier, I'm not sure exactly what it is you're up against health-wise, but our best wishes are with you from me, Stevie, and obviously Beckett as well. We hope you feel better sooner rather than later. As I say, our best wishes with you, mate. But thank you, Dave. Always appreciate your conversation and company, mate. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe and well. As I say, hopefully I might be able to get back on. I can't promise. We'll have to see if I can get the game. But yeah, for now, that's it from me. But thank you, Dave. All the best to you, mate. Stay safe and well. And as I say, I hope you feel better sooner rather than later, mate. Stevie is saying, thanks, Dave. Take care. Catch you soon. Thank you, Stevie. Top man. And Dave saying, thanks, Gaz. My pleasure, mate. My pleasure. Genuinely mean it. Best wishes are with you, mate. Like I say, hope you feel better in some capacity sooner rather than later. But thank you, Dave. You are a gentleman. Top man. And also, Dave, with a thumbs up. And thanks to Stevie. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. As I say, I might be back on very shortly. My apologies. The chat was a bit quiet today on this one, but it is pre-season. So some games we get really busy chatting pre-season. Sometimes it's quiet. It's just the luck of the draw, the lottery, so to speak. And obviously, summer people trying to catch up with other things as well. So, yeah, thank you, Dave. Thank you for being with us throughout the stream, mate. Really appreciate your conversation and company. Best wishes, as I say to you, mate. Stay safe and well, and look forward to having you involved in future streams, as it's always a pleasure, Dave. Take care, mate. And thank you to you guys that were listening in the background as well. Thank you, guys. So that's it from me. I'll see you shortly, guys, hopefully. But if not, I will see you in the next day or two. Hopefully. See you soon, guys. Best wishes. Stay safe. And I'll hopefully catch up with you guys sooner rather than later. All the best, guys.